Hello and welcome to this video in which I will be giving you my first top 37 of the Eurovision 2025 season.
A disclaimer. Israel shouldn't be allowed to participate at the Eurovision Song Contest 2025. The shortest and simplest reason being that I find the actions of the Israeli government to be abhorrent and their broadcaster isn't a separate entity. My reasons in their entirety, however, are numerous and too detailed for a disclaimer like this, but videos closely aligning with my point of view are listed in the description. I encourage you to watch those videos and do something. Further resources are added as and when they become relevant. I'll stop addressing this when it no longer needs to be addressed.
All of the clips that you're about to see were recorded before Eurovision in concert. It's just taken me 2 weeks to make this video for no reason. I wanted to make it easier on myself. I've made it more difficult. My top 37 hasn't changed that drastically though. I will be making at least one more before the actual Eurovision final, but I don't know when. And maybe it'll be a full talking video, we'll see. But yeah, I wanted to say Eurovision concert was wonderful. It was so lovely to meet so many of the artists and be able to interview some of them for the Eurovision Insider channel. So if you'd like to go watch that, please do click the iCard. But yeah, this is my top 37 from before Eurovision in concert. Take that into account. But as I say, it hasn't changed as much this year as it did last year after Eurovision in concert. So it's still broadly the same. Though some of the artists are so lovely. I feel so bad having their songs solo, but I can't impact that. I'm judging the songs, not the people. I am very sorry about the quality of these videos. I think my camera was a little bit dirty, the lens, and it is also a little bit low light, so I apologise about the quality of these videos. Please deal with that. Sorry. I am personally not up to energy-wise and personal life stuff reasons-wise to make a full in front of the camera video about my top 37. But I still wanted to get one out definitely before Eurovision in concert, which is this Saturday already, because Eurovision in concert changed my personal top 37 around quite a bit last year. So I'm going to do this, just a short little introduction facing the camera, and then I'll go to voiceovers over the various performances. Some of the performances might be weird performances for you. I'm using the ones that I showed my friends when they reacted to all the Eurovision songs. So, yeah, Claude has his Eva performance because that's what I showed them, because that's what I thought would be the best impression of the song for them. I will also get my biases out of the way once I switch hands, because my arm is dying a little bit already. Every year for my top 37 video, I do also list off my potential biases, because I've got quite a few, personally. I was born in Poland, raised in England, live in Germany and Hamburg, so I could have a bias towards all of those countries. I have been learning Italian for about 10 years or so, so I really, really love everything to do with Italian as well. I have also learned French. I am a massive Joker Out fan, so the Balkans kind of get a little bit of a free pass with me, maybe a little bit. And that's more or less it of the countries that I could have a bias towards, so actually quite a few. I just don't take that into account. I ignore it. This is my actual top 37 for right now. The way I go about making my top 37 has stayed the same since 2022. I reset everything, make it a clean slate, specifically my Eurovision scoreboard in the recent years, and make it anew. I drag songs upwards until the one above it is a song that I would prefer to listen to than the one I'm holding. And then I go through it a couple times, check that it really does make sense. So this is my top 37 right now. But I will admit, if you'd asked me my gut feeling a couple weeks back, I would have said that this is a pretty weak year. Not a very weak year, just weaker than the previous two. However, having made my top 37, I'm not sure anymore. I was surprised at how low I've got some of the songs. I did have a top 37 previously that I was making as we went along, as each new song was released. But to avoid bias of songs being released later and stuff, I do just completely start afresh before making this video. And I was surprised at how low some of the songs are. A couple songs I was also severely underrating in my ranking. And yeah, not all of them make sense. I'm quite surprised by quite a few of the songs, but this is my actual top 37. I would rather listen to song number 3 than number 4 at this point in time. Regarding the claims of a weak year as well, I also am curious, and I would have also said this 2 weeks ago when you'd asked me, once all the songs were released, if it was a weak year or not, that we do still need to wait for the stagings, because they can change a lot for a lot of the songs. And I wonder if my gut feeling would still be that it's kind of a weak year once we'd seen the stagings. I don't know. That might still be the case. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, after having made my top 37, I do not think it's a weak year anymore at all. I'm very, very sad at how low some of the songs actually are. And also to clarify, I have nothing against almost all of the artists as people. And quite frankly, most of them I really, really love. I've been really enjoying the Instagram live streams that have been happening already. Sort of led mostly by Carl Alessandro and Cecil, it seems, and maybe JJ. Luan's been on quite a few. Claudia, both of the guys from Vibe have been on there now. Zoemir, Adonis. I am so forgetting people. Gojo was in the chat. Clement was in the chat. Apparently Sylvester Bell and maybe Martinez had also been in the chat at some point as well. I'm so forgetting someone. Miriana Conte was on the first live stream that I watched. Oh, yeah, they've just been wonderful. Thank you to all of the Eurovision 2025 artists for doing those. I love them. They are fantastic entertainment. Please never stop. I love them so much. I love how sometimes you can see them regretting whatever they just said in real time. But it's really, really entertaining and really, really lovely. So thank you for doing those. Alright, and now before I keep rambling on for forever, here is my top 37 for Eurovision 2025.
In my 37th spot, I have put Israel. As I say, I don't believe they should be participating at Eurovision currently. I do accept that Yuval is a great singer and that the song is competent. I don't find it all that interesting, though, even if it were an entry from a different country, and to me, personally, it's weaker than Hurricane as well. So while I appreciate the multiple languages in the song, I just don't really enjoy it, no matter which country had sent it. In my 36th spot, I have put Georgia. I don't think that Miriam is doing much good for the competition, and I also do not think that this song really has chances to qualify, especially now with the running order, France being directly after it. Personally, I also don't particularly enjoy the song. It's kind of messy in a way that doesn't work for me. So it is in my 36th spot. In my 35th spot, I've put Azerbaijan. Run With You by Mama Gama. I kind of enjoy the song, but it's also very basic, and I do not believe that Azerbaijan should currently be participating at Eurovision. Therefore, it is landed in my 35th spot, as it is my favourite of the three songs that I am mostly excluding. My 34th spot is somewhat controversial. I have seen it in some people's last places, but it is mostly beloved. It is Estonia, Espresso Macchiato by Tommy Cash. I do have moments where I enjoy the song, but mostly I am rather frustrated by it, and I was kind of hoping for a little bit more from Tommy Cash. Maybe he is just truly trolling Eurovision, maybe he does have a great plan for the big Eurovision stage, I don't know. I'm excited to hear the song live in Amsterdam and gather my thoughts about the song after having seen it live, but I just can't really get into it. I know I've seen Italian people both really, really love it and kind of dislike it. I personally feel grated down by the fake Italian within the song, and it's not something that I particularly enjoy. I do think Tommy Cash is a cool artist though, and that he might still make me really, really love it with the staging. It could all turn around, but when it comes to purely listening to the song, I almost always do not enjoy that experience, and so it does still regularly get skipped within my playlist, unfortunately for now. In my 33rd spot is a song that I am sad to have so low, but somehow when creating this ranking, I really don't enjoy listening to it that much. Unfortunately, it surprised me. It is Greece, Asteromata by Klavdia. I think it's really beautiful, and Klavdia is an amazing singer. I just don't really get into the song all that much, and I do find that a shame, I really do. And I can't explain it much better than I just can't get into it. But unfortunately, it has landed in my 33rd spot. In my 32nd spot is potentially another controversial take. Once again, also love the artist. She seems very fun. It is Malta with Serving. I dislike the song on a song level in both versions. In the censored and the uncensored version, I guess. I think the whole song is built around that pun, and then the lyrics do just follow I'm powerful. That's okay, that's fine for some songs. I just don't particularly enjoy it melodically either. Mariana can obviously sing fantastically. I'm also excited to hear this live. I'm excited to hear most of the songs live. But unfortunately, well, when it comes to just listening to the song, I really don't enjoy doing that so much for Serving. So it has landed in my 32nd spot. In my 31st spot is a song that I was less cynical about initially, but the more time goes on, the more wary I am of the song. It is Ireland, Like a Party by Emmy. I do think Emmy is lovely, once again. I think she means no foul with this, but the more time I spend thinking about the lyrics of the song and, in a way, making fun, trying to make light of a dog who did die sort of unnecessarily, the more disturbed I get by the song. And I do still kind of enjoy it melodically with its synthy sort of 90s sound, but I do start thinking about the lyrics every time I listen to it now, and unfortunately that means that it has got the 31st spot for me. In my 30th spot is, I think, yet another controversial opinion. I will preface this by saying I probably have this underrated. Maybe by the time we get to seeing the actual Eurovision staging, it might still grow on me. But it is Poland, Gaia by Justyna Steczkowska. I don't like it that much. I can't really get into it. I appreciate the meaning, the Slavic spells at the end, and the feat that is coming back to Eurovision after 30 years. I do believe that is the record. I also think Justyna Steczkowska is an amazing performer, that she really knows what she's doing. I personally just don't really enjoy the song Gaia. It's a little bit too messy for me, a little bit too boring and basic in some ways. It's not really boring, it's just standard for Eurovision girly pops in some ways. And to me, it's a weaker version of Wyciertaro Horo. I would have preferred Wyciertaro Horo, so I'm unfortunately disappointed with it. That was Robin also expressing her disappointment, I suppose. And I'd like to love it more. Yes, I would. Unfortunately, I do not. So it is in my 30th spot for now. In my 29th spot, I've got Armenia, Survivor by Pug. I thought this would be higher up in my ranking, to be quite frank. I thought I would have put it higher, but once I actually got around to creating my actual top 37 for this video, I started thinking about the lyrics some more and how they're very basic and don't really bring anything new to the table, and that the song also isn't the most innovative. I appreciate Pug's vibe. I think he's having fun with it. And I do generally like the sound of the song, but it's still a little bit too messy and a little bit too standard for me to, in good faith, be able to put it any higher than 29th. In my 28th spot is a song that I am so sad to have so low. I'm very, very sorry. It is Denmark, Hallucination by Sisal. Sisal seems so lovely. I've really, really enjoyed watching the live streams. Unfortunately, I'm ranking the songs here, and personally, Hallucination just isn't really for me. It's once again a little bit too standard. Sisal performs it fantastically. She really delivers the vocal, and I'm excited to see just how far the staging can get, just how much better it can get, how much more elevated it can get as compared to Dance Melody Grand Prix. But I don't really enjoy the song. It's unfortunately not really for me. I don't love girl pop's dance tracks,
and the lyrics aren't also particularly groundbreaking. They're kind of interesting, but not the most groundbreaking. So unfortunately, it's landed in 28th spot for me for now. I'm very sorry. In my 27th spot, I've got Montenegro, Dobrodošli by Nina Zizic. I really quite enjoy this. It's a really nice Balkan ballad, and as I said, because of being a Joker Out fan, I think the Balkans do kind of get a little bit of a free pass, but I do like the languages down there, and they are similar to Polish as well. I enjoy listening to them, so that's probably why it's gotten fairly far up, is maybe the language, but that is part of my music taste. I enjoy listening to music in certain languages the most, and it's a really well composed and performed James Bond kind of theme song, and yeah, I'm pretty excited for Nina that she gets to perform with her actual name on the Eurovision stage this time. In my 26th spot, once again, I don't know why it's so low, I've got Australia, Milkshake Man by Gojo. I guess I kind of do know why it's so low. I don't particularly love the lyrics. I'm not the biggest fan of innuendos, not when they're in English and I can fully understand them, especially. I think it's good to have some fun, but sometimes things are a little bit much for me. I think the song is musically pretty fun. I think Gojo is having the most fun with it. I have seen him before he was announced as Australia's Eurovision participant. He has shown up on my shorts feeds before, as in short form content feeds before, not YouTube shorts specifically. But yeah, I think he's so fun. The song's really fun. Also, musically, really quite enjoy it. Unfortunately, the innuendos kind of bring it down for me, and it's also a relatively normal song, mostly in English still. So it's landed in my 26th spot for now. In my 25th spot, I am once again so very sorry. This song is so special. I just can't appreciate it enough. I am not capable of that, unfortunately. I do have Burman Laimi by Tautomeitas, which is really magical. It's a really, really magical song. Unfortunately, I am not the kind of person to enjoy more spiritually, woodsy, naturey kind of music. So it's landed in 25th spot for me. The lyrics also do get a little bit repetitive, which I know maybe is the kind of point of the song, and I really appreciate that we're having Latvian back at Eurovision and Latvian folklore kind of being represented as well. It's also lovely and it's so fantastic for Eurovision. I just personally would rather listen to the 24 songs above it myself. In my 24th spot, I've got a song that most people probably have quite significantly lower. It is Slovenia. How Much Time Do We Have Left by Klemen Sakonia. It's really quite pretty, and I do have a soft spot for Slovenia because of Joker Out. Obviously, this isn't in Slovenian. If it was, it would have probably been even higher. Probably at least 10 points more. But as it stands, it's in the 24th spot, and I think it's a really pretty song from Klemen. I was struggling to take it seriously at first because I do know of Klemen as a comedian, so him sending a fully serious song threw me initially, but it's really, really pretty. He performs it well, and I think we could still see this surprise qualify, to be honest. The running order hasn't completely killed it, and it's filling its own kind of niche in the semi-final. So I wish Klemen all the best, all the very best for Eurovision 2025. For my 23rd spot, we are not traveling very far at all. It is Serbia, Mila by Prince. I have heard sketchy things about Prince. I do not know how true they are. I've heard contradictory statements, so I'm just judging the song right now. It is, once again, a fairly basic standard Balkan ballad, but I kind of enjoy it. It's got like a little bit of a rocky outro. I do like rock, and he sings it well enough. The lyrics aren't really my kind of thing, but because of the rocky outro and Balkan language, obviously this is Serbian, but all of them grouped together kind of, I do quite like it, so it has landed in 23rd for me. In my 22nd spot, and as I'm saying this out loud, this spiritually kind of feels right in terms of kind of matching the vibe of Taylor Swift's 22, is the UK. What the Hell Just Happened by Remember Monday. It's a nice enough song.
I really like how they sing it together. I do kind of like musical theatre. I'm not the biggest musical theatre fan by any means. Couldn't really tell you that I've been to many musicals or anything, but I don't dislike it like a lot of people do. And I think the song's really fun. Musically, it's got some fun inspirations as well. Don't love the lyrics, but you should do it too, but it's just, yeah, quite a bit of fun, and they perform it well. So it has landed in 22nd spot for me. In my 21st spot, and once again, because of the Instagram live streams, I am so sorry. I do not want to have these songs so low down, but I am ranking the songs, not the artists as people, which would be impossible and cruel. But in my 21st spot, I do have Austria, Wasted Love by JJ. I am not the biggest fan of opera. The Code did become my number one by the end of the season in 2024, but that had less opera in it, and the very, very high voice does kind of grate me. I appreciate that it is a very difficult skill, and JJ does it flawlessly. Also appreciate the switch up at the end of the song. Unfortunately, I just can't really get past that specific style of singing. I really do apologise. It's just not for me. The lyrics have very, very good parts, and I'm so glad, it's so fun that Taya is also working on this, but it's also just kind of a little bit basic of like unrequited love, so as in the theme, but it's done in a very, very good way, which is probably why it's gone a little bit higher up, because as I say, opera isn't really my kind of thing, and I can't fully get into it, but Wasted Love is really impressive, and I would not be mad at all if it did end up winning. So yeah, it's landed in my 21st spot for now though anyway. In my 20th spot, and I am really surprised by how low down I've put it, because in the ranking I was doing as the songs were being released, I did have it in 9th. It is Belgium, Strobe Lights by Red Sebastian. I don't hate it. It has not fallen 11 spaces because I hate it. I just would actually rather listen to the 19 songs above it. And I think it comes down to the kind of falsetto-y voice again, or the very high voice. I kind of enjoy the song. Once again, kind of basic lyrics, a little bit. We're going to get, lost in the night. But there's a little bit of an Alice in Wonderland theme, and it's really well produced. Red Sebastian also performs it fantastically. I do enjoy the song. As I say, I enjoy almost all of the songs this year. Unfortunately, it's landed in 20th for me though. In my 19th spot is a song that I've got decently high up compared to other people, I think. I think most people do have it quite significantly lower. It is Croatia, Poison Cake by Marko Bošnjak. I quite enjoy this. I did have it a lot higher in my initial ranking before I made the proper ranking for this video, but it's just a little bit too disjointed. I think the two separate parts can work. I think it needs to be done a little bit better on the Eurovision stage, and I really hope that it will be. I think while the lyrics, and this is pretty hypocritical of me to be fair, while the lyrics are unique and creative, they're not done in the most spectacular way. So obviously the story is easy to follow, but there's not really anything too impressive for me to latch onto there, other than the fact that they are unique. And musically, I do kind of mostly enjoy it. I really hope that Marko can hit the ending long notes better than he did at Dora, and I think I will quite enjoy seeing this in the semi-final and maybe the final of Eurovision 2025. But for me, it's landed in my 19th spot of my ranking right now. In my 18th spot, I've got our host country. It is Switzerland, La Suisse Voyage by Zoé May. It is a very, very, very pretty song, and I do quite enjoy listening to French. It's just a little bit too sweet and delicate for me. The bridge is a nice little change up, but I really quite like rock, so ballads making it this far up is already impressive. It's a very, very nice ballad, and Zoe seems to perform it brilliantly. Zoe, I'm not sure what I'm meant to be pronouncing her name as. She's replied on the Instagram, kind of saying it in multiple ways anyway. I quite enjoy Voyage. The lyrics are very pretty, lovely, lovely meaning. Just, I can't get much more into it than having it in
my own personal 18th spot. In my 17th spot, once again, I'm so sorry, Instagram live streams, it is Norway, Lighter by Kyle Alessandro. I really do quite enjoy this. He seems so fun, by the way, knowing all those languages and knowing like a lot of the history of the linguistics of stuff as well. Really impressive. About Lighter itself, though, it's a little bit standard, but it's good. It's a good standard. It's done well. It's well executed. It's got the Norwegian fiddle influence and the Spanish influence of something that I've forgotten about as well to represent Kyle's heritage, and it's got a nice message about his mum. But at the end of the day, a pretty basic pop song does come out of it, with like a little bit of a medieval-ish influence as well. But yeah, it's really well executed, and I do really like listening to the song. Unfortunately, I prefer the 16 songs above it slightly more to listen to, but it's already really, really great. It's a really fantastic song, so thank you for it. In my 16th spot, I've got Portugal, Deslocado by Napa. It's a pretty nice meaning. It's a little bit slow for me, but it's just the classic Portuguese sound. I wonder if this is also in A minor or if it's something else, but it's just really lovely. I like songs in national languages mostly, and bands also tend to do a little bit better with me, and it's just really nice. It's just nice to listen to and well done, and it's got a little bit of a deeper meaning to it that isn't just love from above or oh you're breaking my heart. So it's landed in the 16th spot for me. In my 15th spot is Spain, Esa Diva by Melody. It is just really fun. I think the revamp brings it a little bit more into the modern era, but I like the song anyway. It's pretty standard lyrics, but obviously well done, and Melody really performs them well, and I just enjoy listening to the song. That's all that I can really say about it. Spanish is a cool language. A lot of people really enjoy Spanish music, so yeah, for me, this has also landed in 15th space. In my 14th spot is, apologies, France, Maman by Loin. I really quite like this. I really, really do. And it's been so interesting to see Loin again after I had to learn about her at school from La Familia Villiers. And I really quite love the song. It's special, it's meaningful, it's kind of like a sequel to her other song Maman from 10 years ago. That's fairly uncommon for songs to have sequels like this, and it's just really lovely. It's got a really deep meaning for her, and she's able to make dark jokes about the topic on Instagram Live. It's really great. And she performs it fantastically, especially like when she was floating all the way up in the air. So I can't wait for the actual Eurovision staging. I hope it doesn't disappoint. But really love the song. I unfortunately, personally, tend to prefer rocky stuff and bands and stuff, and this is just none of that. So 14th spot in my ranking is still really, really great. I just can't personally put it much higher. In my 13th spot is Czechia, Kiss Kiss Goodbye by Adonis. Pretty great song. I don't hate the dance break as much as everyone else seems to, and I quite like the multiple approaches you could have to the lyrics, not just standard toxic relationship breakup song. There's a little bit about his dad in there maybe as well, and really like the structure of the song, the long notes at the end. Hopefully he can hit all of them. I think he can, because he also already performed it at Malta Eurovision Song Contest, so I think this will go well. I am quite excited for it on the Eurovision stage, and quite enjoy listening to the song, just as a studio track as well. So it's landed in my 13th spot for now. In my 12th spot is the Netherlands, C'est la vie by Claude. I would have preferred for him to have French and Dutch, or French, Dutch and English, but French and English is fine. The French lyrics are a little basic, yes, or even very basic, but the song is just really catchy anyway, and it's a pretty nice meaning as well, as a lot of these songs do actually have. It's, yeah, really nice.
just because it's kind of catchy. I do like it. I enjoy it. It's good to me. That's about as much as I can say about it. The bridge is probably the best part. I think it got a little bit overhyped in the introduction video that I saw before I listened to the song, and then maybe I didn't like it as much initially, but it's a good bridge, and I do enjoy the song overall, so it's landed in my 12th spot. Coming in 11th, just missing out on points from me, is the country that I live in, Deutschland, Germany, with Baller by Aber und Tina. It is really, really great for Germany. I love that they're sending something in German, finally. I did actually put Naive as number 1 for last year's German national final because I wanted Germany to send something in German. Don't particularly care for the song Naive that much, but I wanted Germany to send something in German, and now they are this year. It's pretty exciting. It's really fun. It's a good excuse to have a la 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 chorus, to be fair, just like C'est la 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 vie as well, but it works. I think the English lyric is a little bit of a mistake to have it be like that. Could they still do I shoot at the stars, not I shoot for the stars, to make it clear that it's not like just I'm gonna be great, but rather the actual meaning of what they're singing about, what Tuna is singing about, I don't know, but really quite enjoy it. Yeah, it's sassy, it's got attitude, I like that in songs. Tend to prefer angsty stuff anyway, and this is pretty much that, but it's also full of confidence and like, you will not walk all over me. So yeah, I really quite enjoyed this entry for Germany. Not my usual just classical typical style of music for me, but all of it together, the sass and the German and everything, it does work, so I've put it in 11th spot. In my 10th spot, getting 1 point from me, is La Poupe Monte le Sang by Laura Thorne. It's really so fun to have a song with a callback to a song from 6 years ago at Eurovision. Père de Cire, Poupée de Sang. That's just, yeah, really, really fun. And I do quite enjoy the song as well. I know a lot of people say it sounds juvenile. I agree. Doesn't mean I don't have to dislike it. I do like it. Adults can like cartoons and children's movies and stuff as well. So I enjoy the song. It's French, which helps it because I like non-English songs more usually. I really do quite like La Poupe Monte le Sang. I didn't think that would be the case back in December when the Luxembourg songs were released, but it has just about snuck into the top 10 for me for now. I'm not sure if it will stay there. I hope it will, but it's quite a cool Eurovision song. In my 9th spot, kind of surprising me by how far up it's gotten, is Cyprus, Theo Evan. I really quite like this. Once again, the attitude, the sass, the fact that it's a riddle, and we'll find out on stage what it's all about. The production I also do kind of broadly like, and although I don't tend to go for all of these dancey songs, this one for some reason does work a little bit better for me. And really excited about the riddle. Which Greek mythology character will it be? I'm personally right now betting on Narcissus, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe it's Apollo, maybe it's Persephone, who knows. But I like the idea of the song being a riddle and just the sass in it, and somehow it really does work for me. So it's landed in my 9th spot and it gets 2 points from me. In my 8th spot, I've got Ukraine, Bird of Prey by Ziferblatt. I can't pronounce the band name right now. I'm so sorry. I've tried multiple times. It is not going to get any better. Ziferblatt. That's better. There we go. I quite do enjoy this. Ziferblatt were my number 1 with Place I Call Home last year at Vidbir. I know a lot of people really love Teresa and Maria, but for me, Place I Call Home was better. Bird of Prey to me is a downgrade from that, but it's still a really wonderful song. It's really, really cool with obviously Ukrainian influence. I don't know why so many people are hitting this so much. I really quite like it, and I just wish Ziferblatt all the best. It's a really quite magical song. It's really cool. I do really enjoy it with the band feel and everything, the instrumentation. I do tend to prefer that, as I say, and it shows. I've got it in my 8th spot. In my 7th spot, surprising me by how far it's gotten, but to be honest, whatever, they deserve it. I've got Iceland, Roa by Vibe. They are so fun on the live streams and everywhere else, but also I just really like the song. I don't know why. I don't know if anyone else has it in the top 10, but I really, really like listening to it. I think it's kind of addictive, and it's just so stupid and fun. Silly little sea shanty in Icelandic with like pop culture references. It's really fun. It is just super fun to me. I love listening to it. Icelandic is a language that I kind of tend to underrate. I don't really interact with it that much, but I really like listening to it in this song. So thank you, Vibe, for providing us with so much fun, and congrats on being in my top 10 if you want the congratulations for that. But yeah, I really, really love it. So it's ended up in 7th spot for me. In my 6th spot, I've got a song that definitely deserves an apology from me. It is Albania Zierm from Shkodra Elektronike. I did not have this on my radar at all for Festivali Këngësh. I listened to the Festivali Këngësh songs on my way to Headgrota Song Festival Fest back in December and just completely missed this. Right up until actual Festivali Këngësh finale, I did not know that this was one of the favourites to win. I only found out in like the live chat of the YouTube comments of the live stream of it. What a surprise to me, and what a magical song. It is incredible. It's just fantastic. The music video shows that they maybe do have better ideas for Kolle. Beatrice just is magnetic. The whole song just really works, creates a new special atmosphere. It is wonderful. Thank you, Shkodra Elektronika, for Zierm. I found like an interview from like 6 years ago with Kolle as well, where he's talking about making music and is a little bit cynical about it. It's magical to see where they've come from, where all these artists have come from. And Zierm is really, really cool. And it being more of a regional language dialect thing, it's just really, really cool. I really love it. So it's in my 6th spot now. In my 5th spot is a song that I'm not sure anyone else is as high as me once again. I've got a couple of controversial opinions up here in the top 10. And to be fair, in my bottom 10 as well. It is San Marino, Tutta l'Italia by Gabri Ponte. I just, as I said in the intro, I do really like Italian. And this is so fun. Like, yeah, it's just a kind of silly party song, but it's obviously well produced because it's by a DJ, or a well-known, well-established DJ, to put it that way. And I love Italian, I really do. I really love the language, and there's a little bit of depth to the lyrics as well. So it's just so fun for me. It's so fun to sing along to for me as well, with all the lyrics. I love it, I really do. And I would love to see it in the final. I will not cry if it doesn't make it though either, because DJ-led songs are hard at Eurovision to get right. But thank you for this. I'm really loving it. I love that the Sanremo jingle became San Marino's song for Eurovision 2025. It's fantastic. I love it. And it has landed in 5th for me. In my 4th spot, I've got our queen. It is Finland, Erika Wigman with Ich komme. It's just fantastic. It is really fantastic. I unfortunately don't have it in my top 3 just about. I really love so many of these songs, but my top 3 especially, and she just about misses out, but Ich komme is really fantastic. I love that it's mostly in Finnish with just like random little bits of German, and just her energy is fantastic. She is such a performer. She knows exactly what she wants out of Eurovision and how to get it, and this would also be a fantastic winning song. A lot of these songs would be fantastic winning songs, and I don't think it's clear yet, and I think that's so exciting. I'm so excited for the actual Eurovision staging as well, not just the UMK staging. Oh, what a fantastic song. And the way it builds and then just ends, it's magical. It really is. I love Ich komme by Erika Wigman. It is fantastic. I didn't think I'd love it this much when it initially came out. I didn't realise. I was sort of on the fence about it, well, right as it was released as the last UMK song, and as time has gone on, I have just accepted how truly iconic Erika and Ich komme are, and it's landed in my 4th spot for now. In my 3rd spot is a wonderful song. It is Italy, Volevo essere un duro from Lucio Corsi. It's fantastic. It's a little bit rocky, soft rock, which I do like, and it's wonderful. The lyrics are wonderful, Lucio is wonderful, the whole package just wonderful. I don't know how it will do. I don't know if it will be in the top 10. I sincerely hope so, because Italy has got like an unmatched streak of just always being in like the top 7 recently, and I really hope this doesn't break it. But even if it does, I really love the song and Lucio, and I appreciate everything that's happening surrounding this entry. It's just magical, and the fact that Lucio plays both the piano and the guitar during the performance, or at least he did at Sanremo, we'll see what he does at Eurovision. He wants to play the harmonica apparently, and it's just such a wonderful entry. Volevo essere un duro. I'm putting the stresses on the wrong parts. Volevo essere un duro. Love it. I really do. It's such a magical song, and I do have a bias for Italian, so it's maybe a little bit higher than it would have been from any other country, but I really love this, and it's ended up in my 3rd spot for now. In my 2nd spot is another potential winner. My personal winner, I don't think is a potential winner, unfortunately, but in my 2nd spot is Sweden. Barabalabastu by Kai. They are so fun. I am so sad that they're not coming to Eurovision concert. I would have loved to have seen this in Amsterdam, but oh well, I'll see it in May in Basel. I love Barabarabastu. It's so fun. I know maybe the hype train is getting a little bit too much, especially with the odds, but it's just so stupid and so good. It's so fun. It's in Swedish. I love hearing songs that are in English, and it's got like a little bit of musical theatre to it. It's a little bit schlagery as well. There's stupid little dance to it. They are so funny all the time. I can't even. Honestly, this is such a fun Eurovision entry. So needed for Sweden. I wouldn't be mad about this winning and having to go to Sweden again next year. It wouldn't be Malmö, I don't think, because that city is not one to host again soon. But it's just such a fun Eurovision song, and it's literally just about saunas. There's nothing else going on. How fun is that? I love it. It's so great. And all of their characters on stage when they perform, it's wonderful. And that's why it's landed in my 2nd spot. But it is fighting. It is fighting. Once we see the actual proper Eurovision stagings, maybe it could become my winner. It's not right now. I definitely prefer my winner as a song. But as the complete Eurovision package, we'll have to wait and see. It is definitely fighting with my winner. My winner being, drumroll please, if you haven't worked it out already from the other 36 songs that I've listed, it is Lithuania. Tavo Akis by Katarsis. I love this song. It was immediately my number 1 for Eurovision LT as soon as I listened to their songs, and I was a little bit surprised that they won. I knew they had a chance, but I didn't think that a song that I really enjoyed so much would definitely be making it to Eurovision, and I'm so happy that I have, because it's just such a cool song. It's so good. As I say, I love bands and I love rock, so this is for me. And also, it's got that little bit of not really sass, but angst. It's got angst. I love that. Maybe that's just the Eastern Europeanness of it all and of me, but it's just so great. I love it so much. Thank you so much, Katarsis, for this. I sincerely hope this makes it to the final. It deserves to make it to the final. It's got a pretty good running order slot. I'm really hoping for it. I'll get the people that I know who can vote for it to vote for it. I think I can vote for it, actually. Is Germany in the second one? I think so. Yeah, I love Tavo Akis. It builds wonderfully. The Tavo at the end does get a little bit repetitive, but that's the point. That's the point of the song. It makes sense. It works. I love it so much. And the lyrics are like poetic, and yeah, the lyrics in the second half are like a little bit weaker, especially because Tavo doesn't repeat so much, but the whole world building is just magical, and it's definitely my winner for this year, for now. It is in danger, based on what everyone else shows us on the Eurovision stage, and what they show us on the Eurovision stage, but for now, it is for sure my number 1. Can't wait to hear it live in Amsterdam. So glad that my winners are actually coming. Fantastic. Can't wait to hear it. Thank you. I love this. I love Tavo Akis so much. It's just
such a great song. And great to pick up some more Lithuanian vocab. Sylvester Bell was effectively my top 3 as well by the end of the season, so yeah, Lithuania's kind of becoming a little bit of a pet country for me as well. We'll see what happens, but I really love Tavakis. It is now good and dark outside and in my room, so now the light is on. Thank you ever so much for watching my top 37. I think it will change. This is just my first top 37 of the season. There will be at least one more to come, maybe even more. We'll see how much time I have, but this is my first top 37 of the Eurovision 2025 season. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please remember to literally like the video and maybe share it with someone else you think might enjoy watching the video as well. If you'd like to, subscribe to the channel for more Eurovision 2025 and beyond content. But thank you ever so much just for watching the video itself though. It's a great help as it is. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. That got something out of it. I'll see you next time if that shows up on your phone. Bye! And a bye from Robin as well. Bye-bye, Robin. Steuered. Yeah, I was trying to speak German there. Can you say bye-bye? No? You want to jump on the windowsill? That's okay.